Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with channeled messages. General advice as always, guys, very much like a card reading without the cards. So let's go ahead and see what I'm able to tap into here for you. And if you're familiar with these, I typically start off by channeling letters that could be a part of you or your person's name, just to give you an indication as to who's thinking about you. Any descriptions that I'm able to channel, zodiac signs, could be sun, moon, rising, or Venus, and any other information that comes forward. I typically do channel for those who are in separation and who are going through challenges or are looking for some form of communication from somebody that you have had either a falling out from, or maybe you guys haven't had contact in a while. So let me go ahead and see, Aries, what comes forward for you this time. Alright, so let me start off with the letters here. Okay, so I am picking up off of the letter A. Z is coming through. O, R, G, the letter N, B. I'm actually seeing double letters. Double D is coming through here. So first, last name could, somebody could have an initial of the first name as a letter D, and their last name could also start with a D. Or it could be two people who have letters that both start with a D, like Diane and David, something like that. So I'm seeing that. The letter F is also coming forward. M. And an H. Okay, so those are the letter combinations that I'm picking up. As far as names, Alan is coming forward, and of course there's various ways of spelling that. I'm seeing it as A-L-L-E-N, but it could also be A-L-A-N. Zachary is coming through. That could be where the Z is referenced. Ozzy is also coming forward. That could also be somebody's nickname. Roger. I'm hearing Raynell. Rochelle as well. So a bunch of our names are coming through. Rich or Richard. Rosie. Various forms of Rosie. Could be Roseanne, Rosanna. I'm hearing Rachel. Okay, so a bunch of our names. Greg or Gregory. Grace. Nancy. Could also be Nan. That could be a nickname. Bennett is coming forward. Could also be Ben. I'm hearing Benji as well. Bobby. Billy. So B names coming through here. Bobby could also be for a female. Could be B-O-B-B-I-E or B-O-B-B-I, if any of those make sense for somebody. So Daniela is coming through as well. Could also be Daniel. Could be Danny. I'm also hearing Denny, D-E-N-N-Y. Desiree is coming through. So a bunch of D names. That could also explain why I'm seeing double letters there for the D's. Dave, Davy. I'm hearing Desi as well. And I'm hearing Dante. Okay, so those are the names that are coming through. As far as Zodiacs, Gemini right off the bat, that's coming forward. Doesn't necessarily have to be a sun sign. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I'm also picking up off of another Aries. You could also be cross-watching for an Aries individual. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, and Taurus. Okay, so those are the combinations of the zodiacs. So tapping into some messages here. I'm picking up off of a language barrier for some of you. Perhaps the person that you're focused on, perhaps they speak a different language from you. There are feelings there, there's love there, but perhaps it's just not being expressed in the way that they want to be able to convey it, or maybe that's something that you can relate to for yourself, because I'm picking up off of a language barrier where two people care for one another. You guys may be in separation at this point, whether that is by choice or it could be work related. It could be so many reasons, but I'm feeling distance here. And for some of you, you might even live countries apart. So there's great distance for some of you that relate to this, and there's a language barrier. But what they want to communicate to you through this channeled message is that they love you. That I am picking up very strongly, and that could also be a message that you would want to convey to this person. For some of you, there has been no contact. I'm seeing the number 6, so it could be perhaps 6 weeks, it could be 6 months. For some of you, it might be way longer than that. It could be years. So for some of you, maybe it's 6 years. It could also be picking up off of the month of June, okay, the 6th month of the year. So that could also be an indication that maybe sometime next month, there could be communication between you and this person. If you guys haven't seen each other in a while, it could be a possibility of being able to see each other as well. So perhaps some incoming communication, whether that is in the form of a phone call or a text, or even a letter, a postcard, something in the mail that you receive. It could be unexpected. It could also be communication that you hear from a family member or a friend that has made contact with this person. That as well could have been unexpected, but they're asking about you and wondering how you're doing, and to be able to convey to you that they are missing you, that they're thinking about you, and that they'd either love to see you or at least be able to touch base and communicate with you somehow. So especially for those who haven't communicated in a very long time, perhaps, this person's been thinking about you and wanting to reach out, but perhaps there has been a blockage of some sort as far as being able to communicate with each other. So if that makes sense for you, this is the message that you are meant to hear this time. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aries. Hopefully there's something in the messages that came through that will hopefully be able to offer you peace, knowing that the person that you're thinking about is wanting to communicate with you, that they do miss you, and that they love you still. Okay, so hopefully that brings your heart some peace knowing this. All right, so I'll leave that there, guys. Hopefully that makes sense for you, and I'll be able to offer more channeled messages in the upcoming weeks. My schedule's been a little bit crazy lately, and that's something that I'd like to be able to offer more consistently. So definitely tune in on a regular basis, and we'll be posting more regularly in the upcoming weeks. All right, guys, so thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.